negotiate. I know what I got, and I mean, I'm losing, in my mind, I'm losing $2,500 on this deal.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
All right. Bye.
Cheers.
Congrats, brother.
Cheers.
The guys will do the paperwork.
That extra 5 minutes is worth $250.
There you go. $50 a minute.
It's sometimes people just need that. And I mean, it's like, it's the principle. Yeah, I could have given them another $250 off, but at some point it becomes a little bit
Yeah. Give an inch, they take a
insulting.
mile.
It becomes a little insulting. I'm like, I just gave you $2,500 off.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna nickel and dime me.
You give an inch, they
Actually,
take a
he
mile.
wanted 500 more. I got $500.
And then he bumped to 250, and then
and then
he bumped to 310.
Yeah. It's just it's the game, man. This is the part that I least like about selling cars. I mean, Carvana, CarMax, they had it right. It's like, we'll save time negotiating. We'll tell everyone up front we don't negotiate.
But their prices are crazy.
It is what it is. Yeah, and their prices are way too high. But their marketing is genius.
Yeah.
You know, the way they market it and the you know, I mean, they do have a lot of perks, right? You can return the car in 7 days. You walk in, everything's clean and uniform, and it's franchise, everything. I mean, they got some of that stuff, you know, that adds to it. And the facilities are nice. They got a lot of cars on the ground. Their cars look good, you know. So, I mean, it definitely, that energy, and then the SOPs and the structure of the system, all of that plays into it. But yeah, they do overprice their cars. They both make, I think Carvana reported their average profit $7,000 per car.
Yeah, I believe it.
The average used car dealership out there, I think, is $1,500 according to what everyone says, you know, from what I hear. I mean, I've talked to a lot of used car guys who are happy to make $1,500. I try to make $2,000 or $3,000 per car, on average, sometimes $4,000. And I know a lot of new car stores, their average is between $4,000 and $5,000. But Carvana and I believe CarMax, based on their pricing, they make like $7,000 a car.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, the thing that's crazy is CarMax makes so much money from their auction. And most customers don't even know. Most retail-facing customers will never even suspect or guess that CarMax has an auction. And
even dealerships, I mean, if they're not using CarMax and know about their auctions, they're not going to even know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it took us a minute to really think, damn, they have how many cars running through the auction times this many locations?
I want to say 11,000 was on the list or something like that.
For like the whole nation.
For the month, yeah.
Yeah.
So, or the week.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
I don't know. I might be over.
I know they were.
Here, let me look it up. How many cars do they have at the auction? I'll tell you right now. They have a lot of cars, and then they make.
How much are the auction fees?
The auction fees averaging like $400 a car.
Yeah, they go from like 3 to 5 depending on the price of the car.
Yeah, so let's just say it's $400, and then they're making money on the cars. I mean, I'll sell them cars, and they'll sell them for more money.
Yeah,
sometimes $1,000 or $2,000. So let's just say, on average, they're making $1,000 a car. How many cars do they have? Let's see. How many cars does CarMax have?
Yeah, and they have locations all over the nation. So that run. It's also a good thing for us, though, because we can pick up those cars for our broker clients.
Well, yeah, that's the good thing. The good and the bad, right, is because you buy a car at the auction, you never know what you're going to get. Like Forrest Gump said, a car at an auction is basically like a
box of chocolates.
Man. You don't know what you're going to get.
No, a lot of people asked me. I remember we were having a meeting, and they're like, what's an auto broker? And we had to explain to them, an auto broker is basically an industry professional who helps you shop for a vehicle. They basically do all the grunt work, this back and forth that we were just doing with the customer, over $250. They do all the grunt work. They know the industry. They're like an industry professional that gets you the best deal, finds you the best car, and saves you all the time and headache of having to do it yourself. And you pay an upfront fee for doing it. You put them on retainer, but at the end of the day, you're not going to have to spend, countless hours shopping for a car, going to dealerships and getting the runaround. And we go straight to the head units, the decision makers, or we get you a car through auction.
Exactly.
For wholesale.
Let's see.
Find it.
All right. So yeah, they have 11,591 cars. I need glasses. What's that number say right there on the top corner?
11,504 cars available as of right now.
So just imagine if they sell 11,000. Let's say they sell like 10,000 cars.
Is that 5.5 million?
They almost sell all of their cars. That's the thing that's also crazy about CarMax is they will pretty much sell all of their cars.
Is that 5.5?
That's $11 million.
Oh, at $1,000 average profit.
At $1,000 average with the fees and the profit.
11 times, say 400.
That's 44 million. So they got 40. They got 44. They probably
it's 4.4. 11,000 times 400 is 4.4 million.
No, but it's oh yeah. But I mean, they're making about
multiply double that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I guessed one month. One time I was like, yeah, they got to be making about 50 million a month. But good for them. They probably make more money on the auction than they do
in their retail.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to think. It's hard for me to say that.
It's hard to say that
because they got warranties, they got financing. I wonder what that 7-day return policy feels like. They had
$5.8 billion in inventory. Yeah, the return policy. You got to kind of like try to figure all of that out. But either way, they're a machine. They're a beast. They print a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of revenue. At the end of the day, the way I look at it now, business is, revenue is the most important thing.
Yeah. Money got to keep moving.
You got to get the money flowing through. And then how much of that revenue can you keep at the end of the day?
How much?
That's how good your business is.
How much is going in and how much is going out and how much stays. Trying to get the money to stay and stick.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is the hardest part because you're always having to pay something out.
Last year we made a lot of mistakes. We made mistakes on buying cars. We bought bad cars. We
let them sit too long.
Yeah. I hired the wrong people for the wrong positions. I wasn't holding people accountable. I wasn't
micromanaging like we should have. Yeah.
I should be doing more meetings. I think meetings are the most important thing, right?
Yeah.
In any business, because I've seen the difference when we have our weekly sales meetings versus the numbers when we don't have our weekly sales meetings.
Yeah.
Like after we go about 2 or 3 months of no weekly sales meetings because life gets in the way, we get busy. We're like, you know what? We'll skip this meeting and then, we'll skip next meeting. And then, we never quite get back on track. And then it's like, man, our numbers have dropped big time.
Yeah.
Then we go back to having weekly sales meetings and, we celebrate the good. We talk about the bad, the ugly.
And you learn from it. It's basically learning from all the mistakes. We're going through and sharpening our our axes, as you will. And basically,
I think the number one thing I that's resonating with me right now in business is, and I knew this a long time ago, but it's just accountability equals productivity. Same thing with me not looking at the numbers, right? I don't look at the numbers for a couple weeks or a month. And then, middle of the month, then I expect everyone to make 60 calls a day. So, 2 weeks in and, 2 5-day weeks, you expect to see 600 calls. And you start looking and they got 300 calls out, 200 calls out. I got a couple people that really take the job serious and they'll have like, well over 1,000 calls, 1,300 calls out. But, you start looking and you're like, man, why have these people dropped the ball? Because, it goes like this. Employees will get away with as much as they can get away with.
Yeah.
Like they will literally, get away with not coming in on time, not making their calls, not following up with their customers, not doing their paperwork, not parking their trade-ins where they're supposed to go. I got a new guy who I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's professional. He's hungry. He's going to do it. And today, I go into the shop because I put him at the shop temporarily. And I'm like, where's he at? It was like, oh, he had to go because his family, his daughter is doing this race, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's funny. He didn't ask me, and he already had the Saturday off before last or whatever. And I'm like, all right. So I call him. He's like, oh, they told me to go home. So like now I'm starting to hear, the gaslighting. It's like, okay, they told you to go home. You told them that you had to go see this.
And they said he had asked them, oh, hey, can I go?
Yeah. Now it's like, all right, well, people get away with stuff when they think you're not looking.
Honeymoon
when you're
stage
not holding
is
them
over.
accountable. Yeah. And it's like, wow, I just gave them a bonus, a little bonus, like a little welcome sign-on bonus. Like, here's a couple $100 extra, thanks for coming in, good attitude, this and that.
Yeah.
And then, right afterwards, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to, try to get away with more and this and that.
Take some time, yeah.
Yeah.
And he just started. It's not like
Yeah. Everybody does this, and it's weird. It's like there's a few people that will always show up, and then those are the people that you can tell. Like even one of my third in command. I'm not going to say his name, right? Put him out on the front street, but my third in command or my third level. It's like he'll get away with like, oh, I got to take a couple extra days off this month, or he'll always like sneaking an extra day off here and there. And then he'll come in and he'll work on some side projects. And I've been letting him get away with it too long. And then it's like,
where do you draw the line?
Yeah. You start to feel taken advantage of. It's like, dude, your job, you're not doing your basic job. Like the things you're supposed to do, the very bare minimum things you're supposed to do. Do your job. Here's what, and yeah, I don't have like a formal SOP, but that's where I actually need to start doing that. And I think trying to be more corporate strategy, start writing basic SOPs and then doing job performance based on those SOPs.
I think the SOP is the easy part. Writing out an SOP, with AI and with AI understanding the business, like that's the easy part. It's holding the people accountable,
holding them accountable,
and being consistent at it. Like you can hold them accountable for a couple of days, couple of weeks, and then we don't do it. Everything goes back to loosey goosey. Yeah.
And then that's the other hardest part is like trusting people to do what they say they're going to do. Right. Like I tell people, text me the cars you're driving home. And they do it for a couple of days, and then they stop doing it, and I don't think about it. And then it's like, oh man, like what car are you guys driving? So,
and then sometimes it becomes annoying because it's like, oh yeah, they're off the weekends, and you're like, hey, where's this car? So I need to drive for miles.
Yeah,
but that's what our system's supposed to eliminate.
The new system, yeah,
system's supposed to eliminate that, have them update it.
Yeah, so we paid all this money for Carqueta.
Yep.
Inventory management system to solve the problem, and then no one wants to like use it as it should be used, like update it as it goes, and this and that.
Part of me feels like they think it's they're confused on it. They feel like it's an extra step that it's potentially slowing them down.
It's all excuses.
It's always
right?
yeah.
It's
when
like,
I
do the job.
When I do it, it's fast, it's quick. It takes seconds to do it, and it avoids that 5-minute phone call or that panic. Like, where's this car? What status is that? Is that the shop? Is that smog? Where is it? And then we're calling them, hey, where is this car? Taking time out of their day and making them stop what they're doing to answer the questions. Right. When all it takes is a 30-second update.
Here's one I got. So I tell everyone to put notes in deals.
Yep.
I start looking at some of the sold deals. There's no notes lately, and it's like, oh, I thought this was automatic now.
It's not.
Even the spreadsheet, the spreadsheet we use to track every deal. I don't know how people, I can't keep track of how this was sold or this was paid or that, or what bank. Some of the banks are the way, like, the simple stuff. Like, was this cash deal? Was this finance deal? Was this, what bank did this deal? It's hard to well, even if track it down. And then the people that have the answers, they're usually off the day that I'm trying to like get the answer from them.
It's
Like,
funny how that works.
so they're not answering their phone, they're off, and they didn't leave notes. So now I'm,
Well, we just had one even
chasing
with
my
it.
tail.
Even with it categorized in the right section, there's a deal that we just found out got funded from Westlake, and it was going through One Main. It was contracted to One Main. Everything's One Main, and Brendan just told me that it got funded through Westlake somehow.
Oh, because we probably did it through Westlake.
I'm guessing. I
and then
haven't looked at it
submitted
yet.
it to One Main, and One Main said, "Okay, we'll do the deal." And then no one canceled the contract with Westlake.
I don't know. I got to look into it because it looked like everything was done through One Main, according to the what I've seen, and it's interesting. We'll have to see.
It's probably redone through One Main.
Potentially, yeah.
There was an existing pending contract that wasn't canceled with Westlake.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, all these little things, and that's because people forget. Like I found yesterday, I was like, "Hey, why isn't this car on my website?" And it says it's sold to somebody who didn't buy it, who
bought a car but didn't buy a car,
Yeah,
and it wasn't even that car.
Who's gonna buy a car? Yeah, it was a different car. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's Mark sold to a customer that's not a customer. So it's always like another problem to solve. So I mean, it'd be nice to have a responsible manager that could come in and do all of this stuff. Or I gotta like learn myself how to do it myself and hold people accountable.
I feel like it comes down to.
I gotta train Johnny over here to, be that guy.
I feel like it
learn
comes
how
down
to
to wearing so many hats. Because that's not a hard job, and the things that are asked are, not, they're good, they're needed. But it's just wearing so many hats and trying to.
Well, that's like what Brennan said. If it's everybody's job, it's nobody's job.
Right.
So yeah, if it was just one person's job to sit there and hold everyone accountable, I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I think that's the fine tuning that we really need. The SOP,
And actually,
that comes down
that
to
couple
SOP.
you met the other day that they wanna invest in the company.
Yeah.
The lady, she's like, that's what she wants her job to be. It's like holding everyone accountable, having meetings, being kind of like the enforcer, right? And I was like, hey, that sounds great, if you can get people to listen to you. And she's like, I'll hand out books. I'll tell people to read this book. I'll do that. I was like, hey, you sound great. Let's talk some more. And I mean, if they want to bring in some money and invest and,
Wonder what that looked like.
just kind of be like a board of directors or she said district manager. She wants to be the district manager because we got like 4 companies now. So she wants to kind of like, be that person. And then, who knows? I mean, it'd be great to have like somebody that just holds everyone accountable.
You got to have somebody who's not like super involved in the day to day.
Yeah.
Almost like like an outside third party in a way that could help, but see it from a
That's what Joe Botta was teaching me. So I went out to lunch with him or dinner the other day with him, and this guy made a really successful cabinet, like an industrial cabinet company. And I still don't understand the whole like concept of how it works, but he fabricated like metal cabinets, and he'd get $1 million contracts to make $1 million worth of cabinets.
Medical,
not medical.
No?
I don't know if it's
Okay.
medical, but anyway, it's just metal cabinets for whatever it is. Sounds boring, but it's one of those businesses that made him very wealthy, and he sold it for many millions. But one of the things he said is he needed someone outside of the business that wasn't on payroll, that was smarter than him, for him to report to, him and his partner. He's like, we need someone to report to that's like not involved in like the day to day. So that's kind of like where I'm thinking. And even my friend, my new mentor, I guess, who owned the big brands, he said he hired a consultant at one point,
Yeah, you get to a point in business where you need that.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that keeps coming up is, it's like I'm good enough to get the company to where it's at now based on my vision and my abilities and my, level of, management and problem solving capabilities. But there needs to be someone who thinks different than me, who sees it in a different way from the outside that can get my company to go to another level. And, you know, that's where I start to see the value of having like a consultant, someone outside the business that's not involved in the day to day, that can hold me accountable, you know? So, you know, those are the things that I'm learning. It's a lot, man. It's really tough to run a business. Always makes me, reminds me of what Elon Musk said is like owning a business is like staring into the abyss and chewing glass. Staring
heard
into
that one.
the abyss is like you never see an ending. It's just like non-ending. There's no light at the end of it. It's just like
And into the abyss, chewing glass.
and then chewing glass is because you're the owner. People are going to naturally bring you all the toughest problems that they can't solve. And guess what? I have to solve all of those problems. And it's like, man, how come you guys couldn't solve this problem? Or, you know, why is this? It's like, yeah, it's tough. You know, I mean, it just reminds me of even little things like a customer comes in one day and they're like, oh, we got this lien letter on this car you sold us. And I'm like, wait, what? So is your car towed? They're like, no, it's not in an impound lot because this letter says it's in an impound lot and they're doing a lien on it. So I go in there, I type in the last 6 of the VIN number and nothing's popping up on the lien paperwork. Then I'm like, wait, I Google the customer, or not Google, but I search the customer's name in our database. And I'm like, okay, here's the customer. Oh, they bought a 2016 Corolla, not a 2015 Corolla. And it's a different VIN number. So I go out there and I tell them, I said, hey, have you ever owned a 2015 Corolla? Because that's not the car. This isn't the car we sold you. We sold you a 2016. This is a 2015 different VIN number. And they're like, oh yeah, we leased one from Toyota once upon a time. And I'm like, oh, well, this is probably the car that, you know, has the lien on it. And they're just contacting you because your name was on the reg at one point in time or something.
Well, it's just like the speeding tickets or the toll road tickets.
Yeah,
it's going to go to
toll
whoever
roads.
the last registered owner is. Till it gets,
Yeah, we get those too. But anyway, I was thinking, oh, why couldn't the salesperson just look up this VIN number and say, well, or whatever, or
Right.
do that job instead of me having to like sit there and track it down.
We got Phil Medina coming up here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we sponsored Phil Medina. He's a he's a famous comedian. He was on like Netflix.
He's doing Disney right
does
now.
Disney voiceovers and
Hulu. So yeah, we bought tickets for everyone. We bought out Levity Live. So if anyone that subscribes to us, it's gonna be in Oxford. I think it's March 12th, 6th.
Yeah,
it's coming up.
Something.
It's March
just
something.
Google Phil Medina Levity Live Oxnard.
Yep. Get you tickets.
And, yeah, you can get tickets for free.
Yep.
Courtesy of Inside Car Guys.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to meet Phil Medina, hang out with him, and you know he was telling us what his goals were. So we kind of like made a deal to sponsor his couple of his shows, and thanks to Johnny's wife doing some networking on Facebook.
Oh yeah, you meet everyone on Facebook.
Oh yeah. We actually went to his last show. He's New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Yeah, that was so much fun.
It was fun. He's top tier. Like he's a very funny guy.
Oh yeah, and his whole team, like the whole lineup was hysterical.
Yeah, we all had a good time.
It was amazing.
Lots of jokes, lots of laughs. And I definitely see Phil Medina. I mean, I don't know how famous and popular he is now, but he's like a rising star, so to speak. Like I feel like this guy's going to be very, very famous. He might have his own like Netflix special one day or whatever.
Yeah.
He's definitely up there, and you know, I think the whole world will know who he is.
Yeah.
So,
And he's likable. I mean, he's relatable. He's likable.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. I mean, we totally kicked it off. I remember he was talking about his wife and, she watches this CSI shows only. I was like, oh my goodness. It's like the story of my life. Like he's super cool, super relatable. So yeah.
Yeah. I asked him how he got into comedy, and I mean, it's his story. I don't want to butcher it, but It's kind of cool. You know, he said something like he was never a fan of comedy, and then
Yeah, he said that. What?
yeah,
How can you not be a fan of comedy?
Yeah, he somehow got into it.
Like, everyone likes comedy.
Yeah, I was like, wow, how do you?
Yeah, comedy is like
It's not even your like passion, but you just make it work.
Yeah. I wonder
And
if
he's
maybe he
good at
just said that. Maybe I almost think what he meant was that he didn't follow it. It's like me, like
Oh, yeah,
I
maybe.
don't
Yeah,
follow baseball, but I like baseball. But I don't like follow. I think that's more like maybe
Yeah,
what he
it
meant.
could
Like
be,
I didn't
yeah.
like follow.
But
Now
that's
he like
more his
follows
story.
it.
You know
Yeah.
what? We'll get him on the podcast one day.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like to hear it again. But no, he's cool. We're gonna meet up with him and do a couple
he's a
cool
good
things.
guy, man. I like Phil. So go check him out. Watch him on YouTube, TikTok, whatever you guys watch, Instagram.
Levity Live.
The guy, he's booked. He's got tours all over the country.
Yeah.
So
Going
he's doing
everywhere.
something right.
He's doing the red state tour, I think he said.
Yeah.
All the red states. Like Texas.
Yeah, but
and-
yeah, now he's kind of like part of our company now. We kind of recruited him. So
Yep.
he'll be shouting us out at his shows and
Handing out stickers
handing out stickers.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
and other stuff. Shirts eventually.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun.
We gotta get him a car.
Yeah,
what
we
did he
got a
say
lot
is
of
driving?
stuff
Like an
planned.
Edge. Get him something a little cooler.
Well, let's let him borrow the Escalade. See how he likes that.
That's dude, yeah.
Let's let him borrow one of those older ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, we have some nice.
I mean, they're
Escalades. We
not
have the
that old. They're
19.
like 2019.
It's a 19. It's old one.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do for his sponsorship. We'll make the payments for him and let him buy one.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Put some big Inside Car Guys logos on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wrap it.
Yeah. We're always open to stuff. I'm thinking about giving away a car.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
You know which one I want to give away?
The Corolla.
No. It's a Toyota.
Matrix.
Mirai. The Mirai?
Yes.
The Mirai.
Dude, every
The
time
Mirai.
I always see that Mirai out there, I'm like, man, when are they gonna sell this thing?
I want to give it away. Yeah.
Mirais are cool cars, but they're pricey to fuel up.
There's two reasons I think I want to give it away. Number one, so if you live in LA, it's more convenient because you get those hydrogen gas pumps everywhere. It takes hydrogen. It doesn't take gas.
How much do you think it is to fill it up?
We looked it up. It's like $200, right?
Yeah,
Is it $200?
it's like $200.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work for everyone. Anyone that inquires about it, I'm like, look, I look up where they live. I'm like, where do you live? Okay, where do you drive? Like, and you got to make sure it's mapped out for them. You don't want them like, get in and run out of gas because then they'll call us and be, hey, where do I get gas?
Yeah.
So you got to kind of map it out. Local customers are great because there's one right here.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Santa Monica is actually where Toyota, that's like the flagship store for Prius and Mirais.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah. So they were the only one. Actually, they were the only ones able to sell Mirais. Not every store can sell a Mirai. It
Oh, I
was
didn't know
only
that,
select
yeah.
stores. Yeah.
But anyway, two reasons I want to give it away is because number one, it's harder to sell out here because there's only like a couple stations and they're not even like, there's one here in Thousand Oaks that works half the time. And then the other one's in Santa Barbara.
Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't know
So-
there's one in Santa Barbara.
Yeah. So if you live in like Oxnard, you got to drive a distance to fill it up. If you live in LA, you probably only got to drive like 5-10 minutes.
But then when you get there, you're like already on half. And
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like the $200 gets you 1,000 miles.
yeah,
Because
so
that
it's-
might make sense.
It's not a car for everyone.
I wonder if we can, what
But
if,
if I give it to someone and they don't need it or want it, they could sell it or whatever, trade it in for whatever.
yeah.
Anyway, the other reason is because they're newer cars
Yeah, they have all
and they're really nice. It's a lot of car for
it's like a $50,000, $40,000 car.
Yeah. It's like
crazy.
a 40, 50K car, brand new.
The guy who sold us the Venza,
Yeah.
he just bought a brand new.
Yeah,
he
has a
loves
Mirai.
them.
Yeah.
He
was telling me
loved
about
it.
that.
Yeah,
He has a Mirai. So I want to give away a car.
that'd be a nice car.
Just to, give away a car to a random viewer.
Yeah, why don't we do that? What should we do? Should we do like tell us
People
your story?
subscribe. So if you subscribe to this,
Actually,
Sold paper ring.
actually, if you like, okay, no, you have to like and follow and subscribe all of our social media platforms. Google or Instagram, TikTok, and
I think it should be something like if you share, like, because we
share
gotta
your
spread-
story.
Yeah, we got to share.
Oh yeah, share our
We got to get more followers out of this, like in return.
yeah.
I want more subscribers, more followers. How do I get to?
But it's also our content. We got to have content that
Okay,
that
how
draws
about
them
this?
in.
How about this? Instead of trying to get the public to, recruit, how about we make a deal with someone that does social media, and we say if you can get us like 100,000 followers, we'll give you the car for free. Yeah.
Okay.
Patrick.
So maybe this
Patrick?
guy.
Yeah, the Prius. I'm chilling, dude.
No, okay.
No, but it's a free car.
That's true.
Yeah,
You could
a
sell
car. A car is a car.
I'm working. Give me.
It's a
give me
$50,000 car.
3 years. I will get you there.
Yeah. So anyway,
I mean, yeah, a big part of it's
we
content.
we do give away like these other cars to the kids that age out of the system. We partner with James Storehouse, so we don't give away the whole car, but we give away part of it. The majority of our profit, like for example, there's a car I would have sold for $10,000 out the door. It was a Toyota Prius. I gave it to them for $5,000, so I basically paid half of the car. But I do that over and over and over again. So these are special place in my heart are these kids who age out of the foster care system. So now they're 18, 19, 20, the system in general, not just foster kids, but, group homes or whatever. Like I was 16 years old, 15 years old, 16 years old when I became emancipated. Emancipated means you're now your own like
Guardian.
guardian.
Yeah.
So now,
You don't answer to anybody.
yeah, you get custody of yourself, basically.
Yeah, you're a kid who.
Yeah, I'm my own parent.
Is that what they mean by kids raising kids? No.
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
But here's one thing from my experiences. Okay, so they had me tested. I have a higher IQ, so that okay, check. You're smart, right? They sent me through this like independent living program, and okay, now you know how the basics of how to
Survive.
cook, grocery
Yeah.
shop, budget, all that stuff. And then, all of that, but because of the life I lived that, not by my choices, but by the circumstances that I was exposed to as a child that got me to there, my mental health wasn't good. My rational, my emotional control, all that stuff was not, it needed work, right? At the time when I was like 16. So I ended up living on my own, and I made pretty much every mistake you would expect a kid to make at 16 years old. That had all this like past trauma from a bad childhood, right? A rough childhood. So I ended up homeless, and I ended up 17, 18, 19 years old. I'm homeless. And it was rough. And I didn't have resources out there. I didn't have people. I had a few people here and there, right? And
So there's not like a James Storehouse, basically.
yeah, like this. I mean, there was, but I didn't have access to them.
Right.
Right. And they weren't as
It's also
prominent.
knowledge. It's also knowledge. Like you have to know where to go.
Yeah, I
reach
could
out.
have got like food stamp. I'm sure I could have went to like some shelter or whatever.
Yeah.
But I chose to sleep in abandoned houses or couch
It's almost
surf.
easier.
Yeah.
It's almost like in a way easier instead of having to go look and get turned down and try
Yeah.
to figure it out.
And back then there wasn't the internet.
Yeah, now it's like shit,
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
excuse.
Now you got internet resource on your cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
Back then there was no. I mean, maybe there was an internet, but I didn't.
you have access to it.
I didn't
You
know
have a
anything about
cell-
it.
And it wasn't readily available on the cell phone. Now, yeah.
I did. There was no cell phones.
Yeah.
Back then, I had a pager.
Yeah.
I had a pager. That was my technology
I had a
back then.
pager before.
And then I met girls, and sometimes I'd spend the night and they'd cook me a meal, and that was like my little way out of sleeping on the streets that night. And my pager girls would text me. Go to the payphone. Hey, what are you doing? Can I come over and hang out with you?
Good old days.
And those were like my adventures. So I had a pager, and that's all I had in my name. And I actually got a quick story about that, but it was anyway. Having the resources that would have kept me, that would have helped me get a job. Like if someone gave me a car, back then, that would have changed my life. I would have had transportation to get a car. And I mean, they don't just give them a car. You have to get your driver's license, insurance, have responsibility. I mean, so there's some effort put in by those kids. But if someone gave me a car to help me get a good job, instead of I was doing landscaping. I was making $150 a week take home, working 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I was still homeless because you can't really live off of $150 a week.
No, wow.
Yeah, I remember one time I slept in. My boss, who owned the landscaping company, had this really big yard in Kansas City, Missouri, and I snuck in to the back of his yard and slept in one of the work trucks one night.
What the heck?
Yeah, and then I snuck out before it was time to work, and then I'd show up at his house.
You show back up, and it's like
to report to work. So I just got out, walked around, and knocked on his door. Hey, I'm here for work. He didn't even know. He had no idea.
Oh, I remember how I got my first car is actually Rachel got financial aid for going to school.
Oh, yeah.
And then so I bought my buddy's 1995 Eagle Talon with that car. I love that car.
Was that your very first car? Eagle Talon, I remember.
It's a Mitsubishi Eclipse Turbo.
Okay. So I had two first cars. All right. And I take it back. So I had a mentor appointed by the state. And I mean, it was kind of obvious he was more doing it for money, but he also had a good heart, worked at a nonprofit. But he did bring up the fact that, this was money for him and whatever. His neighbor said, hey, do you know anyone that needs a car? She gave me a 1989 Delta 88, Oldsmobile Delta 88. Cool car. I love the car. I never got to have the car though. So the deal was I had to get my driver's license to get the car. I was like 16 at the time. And, so they gave me the car, but I never got to have it, kept it at his house. And then I kept doing, whatever. I was being hard-headed. Whatever it was. And then he finally said, hey, if you do this one more time or whatever, I was staying at a group home and I wasn't coming home every night.
So they gave you an ultimatum.
Yeah, I'd spend the night at my friend or my so-called friend's house. It's like, if you break the rules one more time, we're going to take away the car. And they did. And I never got my driver's license. So that was my first car. 89 Delta 88. I never got to keep or own or drive. Second car, which was actually technically my first car, 1979 Mercury Zephyr, had holes in the floorboard. It was rusted. The brakes didn't work that well. It ran and drove. And I paid $350 in payments. To the guy. Yeah. So I gave him I think 150, then another 100, then another 100. And when I gave him the other 100, because I didn't know how to drive, I sent my friend Twan to go pick up the car.
Oh.
I was like, hey, can you go pick up this car I bought? I don't know how to drive. So he got the car, drove it. Didn't have brakes.
So was it like a layaway? Did you a layaway?
Yeah, it's like a layaway. Yeah,
you paid for it and then you got the car?
But then it became more Twan's car than my car because he's driving around everywhere, and I drove it a couple times.
So you didn't even really get that one
it wasn't
either.
even really my car. And then it broke down, and that was the end of that car.
$350 down the drain.
Yeah.
How long did it last?
I don't know, maybe a couple months.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was when I still had I had a house. So I got my first house at 16 years old. It was $400 a month. It was an apartment. And I got behind on my rent because all my friends, my so-called friends, they were stealing my money as I was making it. I remember I had the money order for the rent in my pocket, and I had narcolepsy as a kid. So when I was young, come home from work, I fell asleep, and my house was like the party spot. So all the people that were so-called friends of mine would just come over,
And steal
use
the
my
money.
place for a party, a hangout spot, and steal my money. So they took it out of my pocket. And I was kind of dumb too. I was gullible, right? I didn't, I was like, oh yeah,
It's like, no, you gave it to me, remember?
didn't think anyone would steal from me. But yeah, they waited till I fell asleep and picked my pocket and whatever. So I remember that. And then that was a snowball effect. And I got behind on rent and moved out, and then, started my journey as a homeless kid. But yeah, my first car, 79 Mercury Zephyr. And then after that, I guess the first car I had after that was another, oh no, I'm sorry. Okay. So my very first car that was given to me was a Buick Regal, 86 Buick Regal. My first car I had that was like mine that I actually drove and had and was a good car was an 89 Delta 88.
So that's the one you drove.
That's the one I drove. Yeah.
The Regal is the one you never got.
The Regal is the one I never got
The one that got away.
Yeah, the one that got away. It was a 2-door Regal. Delta 88 was a 4-door. Yeah, so it was a 2-door.
Wait, that's not like no, it's a different car.
Kind of like a Grand National. But
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a brown Regal. It was
Yeah.
wasn't a Grand National, but it was like it was a cool car. So anyway, I got the 89 Delta 88. I got that on a handshake deal, buy here, pay here. I think the guy owned the car for $100. I gave him $100 or $200 down, and I would just make him a payment every month of $100 for $1,000. And that was my very first car. And I had that car for like 6-7 months. And I bought it from a little used car lot in Milwaukee called Automax. Later on, I got hired at my first job, Pontiac Kia Isuzu. It was a Russ Darrow dealership in Milwaukee. And they fired me within my first 30 days. And I only sold one car that first month. So I went back to the place where I bought this car, this Delta 88. And I told the guy's name was Greg. And I told him, I was like, yeah, man, they just fired me from this new car store. He's like, well, I just fired my salesperson. You want to come work for me? I was like, yeah, cool. So that was my first like job at a used car lot. And I worked there for a couple years.
So technically you're recruited.
Yeah. Technically I was recruited.
Yeah, you're recruited.
From the guy I did a handshake deal, buy here, pay here, in-house finance on a Delta 88. Anyway, I paid off the car while I was working there. I got paid $100 a car every time I sell a car. $100, $150. So it was much easier money to sell a car and make $150 than it was to go to work at like McDonald's or I did all types of jobs. I was unloading container trucks out of a factory for warehouse. And all those jobs, landscaping, they were all paying me like $150 a week take home.
But it's all physical labor.
Yeah, it was all
everything.
physical labor.
When I worked at FedEx, I was there at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
at night. So I'd sleep during the day. I'd get there and I have to load packages, especially during Christmas. I started during Christmas. There's a conveyor belt coming down with just package, and I'm responsible for 4 trucks. And as they come down, we check the address, mark it off, scan it, and load it in the truck in a specific order based on the street. So you had to memorize all the street names, numbers, and you try to line it up.
Oh, wow.
And as the conveyor belt, big packages coming, it was crazy. And I remember I was always a salesperson, or not salesperson. Yeah, that too. But I was always like employee of the month because I had the highest scan rate. Because you have to scan and mark them because that's how they track that they received
doing,
that it was loaded. So every month I was always employee of the month. And then after that, I'd get off at like 8 a.m. in the morning, go to Costco.
Yeah.
And then freaking work till, like 4 or 5, go home, go to sleep, redo it all over
Did
again.
you have kids at this time?
Yeah, at Ashland. I had one kid. Yeah,
How
just
old
had
were-
one kid.
How old
18.
were you? You were 18?
Yeah.
When you had your first kid? Or
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Right after I turned 18, she was born.
wow.
So yeah, I was working 2 jobs, and it's all physical, tedious labor. Which
So Johnny,
is like,
you have a different life past than I have, but it's still respectful, and you had a lot of challenges to overcome. But one of the things I admire about you is you're a good dad, and he's got 5 kids.
yep,
They're almost all grown, and you're how old now?
36,
36, and you got your youngest are 12.
10.
10. Okay.
So I got 8 more
twins that
years,
are
so I'll
10s,
be
yeah.
what 36. They're 44.
And you'll have
And they're
your
all-
kids will be grown. You'll
No,
be my
yeah.
age, and you'll have 5 grown kids.
5 grown kids.
That's
That's
cool.
crazy. See, that's the cool thing about starting young.
Yeah.
Is that you'll be a young granddad, and yeah, we've already had 2. Now 2 are driving,
Yeah.
and now
When you had your first kid?
18. Yeah. So right after I turned 18, I remember I moved to Virginia, didn't
your
have my
kid's
license,
18,
and came
Your
back.
kid, your oldest is 18.
Oldest is 19.
19. Okay.
Yep.
So that's cool. To me, that's what wealth is, right? Is like having a family and being proud of it, and
Oh, yeah.
being a good, and you're with the same woman, you had
All
all
kids
5
with the
kids
same-
by,
yeah, with the
Rachel,
same woman,
She's
yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
And she works for us now. She helps with social media and helps Patrick.
Yep.
But yeah, that's cool, man. And to me, like that's really good. Because I've always I never really had a father figure, and I had a rough upbringing, so I didn't really have stable parents or good parents. I should say.
It's so important. I mean, I had both my parents. They're still together, even though they almost separated.
Yeah.
But they were lenient. Like, not at first though. At first, my dad was very abusive. And,
Well, I'm sure they did the best they can from their past and their history.
but they had us young too. My mom had
Yeah.
three of us by the age of 20.
Wow.
So all by her 20th birthday. So 16,
Yeah.
18, 20. So my younger brother was born on her 20th birthday. So when she turned 20, she had 3 kids.
Wow.
So even earlier than me. So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, they're young parents trying to just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, my mom had me when she was 20, and I was her 3rd kid.
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah.
Yeah, similar
Yep,
similar
3.
background.
Yep.
She had 3 more after, but yeah, so 6 total. But that's
crazy.
crazy, man. Yeah, such similar. Me and Johnny have such similar stories. Different, but similar. Same, different.
Very, very different and very similar.
Similar, yeah. We think a lot alike too. Well, we're on the same wavelength. We'll be thinking the same thoughts at the same time, and we'll text each other dude, crazy, great minds.
No,
think
it's
alike.
every time I'm like, yeah, me and so just talked about this. And he just tells me the exact same thing. I'm like, wait, I already did that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Or this morning, he's lecturing one of the salespeople. I come in and say the same thing that he said.
Yeah.
Without knowing he said it. He just said it. It was it's crazy.
I know.
But yeah, no, I mean, you've been one of my favorite partners. I've had lots of partners in this business and in life. And Johnny's been one of my favorite partners in this business. We both have learned and grown a lot, but we still got a long ways to go. Our goal is to make it a good company and, to leave a lasting legacy, lasting mark. What are we known for? How many people can we help? That's what the real legacy is how many lives did you change? How many people have you helped? And, what did you create?
Yeah. Because think about it, it's not just about making money. At the end of the day, look at all the people that work for us, with us, that we're able to help them provide for their families.
Right.
We're building.
No,
that.
we're a
building
small
the-
economy.
Yeah, we're a small
We
economy.
probably help 500 people a month.
Yeah, and then not only with
indirectly.
with the cars from the friends, family. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's a good feeling building something that people, because people are looking for jobs, and actually we're looking for salespeople right now.
Yeah, we are. We're hiring.
Yeah, we're actually we're trying to recruit salespeople that share our same passion for cars and wanting to help people, and so yeah, that's what we're all about. We love.
What do you think? Okay, on that subject, what should we what should be our like deal breakers? Like you must have these top 5 qualities. So for salespeople, like I'll say, obviously passion for cars, right? But
Yeah.
work ethic, right?
Yeah.
You got to have work ethic.
Yeah, because you can't earn our respect without it.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing. If you come in and you're lazy, you're not going to make it.
Yeah, if you're low energy.
Yeah.
You're the undertaker or the caretaker. We don't want you. We want
No.
all stars.
Yeah.
On up, you know.
Yep.
So we want people that are all stars who are going to come in and say, okay, this is the equation. This is how you solve the problem. Let me kill it.
Yeah.
Which means making 100 calls a day and following up and delivering good customer service. And, you know, one of the things I tell all my salespeople is walk the lot every day. Go out there, touch every car. Know your inventory. Know where it's at.
Yeah. When I get in the morning, that's the first thing I always ask. I was like, did you put the radio out? I was like, did you guys walk the lot? Because that's like my first thing. I'll walk out, go through the back, grab my cup of coffee and like say, okay, what's this car? What's that car? Where'd this come from?
Your
And
goal
then
is to
check
make
with it.
100 calls today.
Yep.
All right. So what's another top 5 qualities?
Okay. So the first one you said what?
Passion for
passion
cars with
for
work
cars.
ethic. So we'll group that into one.
Well, they gotta be willing. They gotta have that,
Coachable.
right. Because I don't care if you have talent or skills sometimes, because we can teach.
Right.
As long as you're a quick learner and you're willing. You can't be so set in a certain way that you won't change or you won't learn.
You know what I saw? I saw Mr. Beast talking about what he wants for his people if he hires. And it was like, you know, your 10-year goal from now. And it is kind of like, okay, I would have never thought this way, but his thought is you have to want to be working for me in 10 years from now. And I was like, wow, you know, where most people would be like, you know, just grow and become better. And in my mind, it's like, you don't have to work for me in 10 years from now. But, you know, he made sense. He's like, if not, I'm not going to want to invest the time, money, and energy into you. And it's not going to be fair to you to work for me if you don't want to, you know, help me grow my business.
Well, that goes hand in hand with what you say is like have an owner mentality. And an owner mentality has that, yes, I want to be working here and growing it for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then growing with the company and moving up through the ranks and taking it to the next level.
Yeah. I mean, since I heard that from him, I'm like, that makes sense, right? Why not be a little selfish and a little like demanding? Because so many people come in and it's like, what's your 10-year goal? Well, my 10-year goal is to be a doctor, a lawyer, a politician, or whatever, you know, an airline pilot.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm like, all right, cool. So you can come in here, you can work, you can learn sales, and you know, whatever. That's
Help in the meantime while you
why you and then I can help teach you and you grow. And my thing is, I just want to help people grow and become better, regardless of what they want to do in the next few years. But yeah, why not try to, you know, focus on myself and put myself first, because that makes sense. You know, if I'm going to teach you and grow you and invest in you, you know, I want a ROI, you know?
yeah. Like a long-term ROI.
Yeah. Like that one guy, he came in, he wanted to be an attorney. So I was like, okay, well, this makes sense because you can learn how to sell and being an attorney.
Sales is going to help in every career and field possible.
But why not say, you know what? If your goal isn't to be here in 10 years,
right.
Then you're in the wrong place, because
Well,
especially now, because our company has got so much momentum and it's stable. You know, it's got its feet in the ground. It's got roots.
Yeah.
10 years old now, our company. So, you know, that's one of the things, is being, having that will to want to grow the company and be ownership. So we're looking for passion of cars. We're looking for strong work ethic. We're looking for people that want to come in and help the company grow and be that. What's 2 more things we need?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Positive mental attitude. And you know, that comes from like Tony Robbins training and stuff like that. It's like, if you got a positive mental attitude, it's contagious. No matter what happens or what someone says, or you're always going to find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
You know, and you're going to come in and, people can be negative or they can say things, but if your mind is 90% positive, you're going to outperform and produce those people or outwit those people with the negative attitudes. And I say this a lot of times, most objections, most reasons people don't want to buy a car or they say no to something is because they're getting in their own way. They're getting in their own head and they're being negative. Like, oh, what if this car breaks down? Or what if this happens? Or what if that blah, 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 blah,
What
blah.
if I lose my job and I can't pay for it?
What if I lose my car? Just like on those lease specials with the Tacomas, there's a lot of people out there like, if I pay a one-pay lease and I crash a car, I lose all that money. It's like, yeah, if you crash the car. Like, who's thinking like that? Oh, I'm going to crash a car. Like, do you want to be have you ever been in a car accident? That's scary. You could die. It's like, you want to go around thinking you're going to crash a car. Or you go around thinking you're going to die. What if you don't live after you crash a car? Who cares what you paid for that one-pay lease? Yeah. It's like, let's not think negative.
What you're not even thinking, but what you say. Like what you say, you're like speaking it into existence.
Right. Yeah. The power of law of attraction. You don't want to think about things like, oh yeah, what if I do this or that? No, what if I go out there and I make $1 million this year? How about that? Think like that. Yeah. Well, what if I get this brand new Tacoma as a one-pay lease and that leads me to a better job because, now I can drive, to this job site that requires a Tacoma or someone sees me in it and offers me a job because they like my style because I'm driving or whatever. Think positive, right?
I start a moving business. I move people's furniture and I work for myself all of a sudden.
It's like, hey, you get paid commissions. Well, what if I don't sell any cars? You're not the type of person we want. You got to be like, well, what if I sell more cars than anybody else? Then I'm going to make more money than anyone else has ever made and blah, blah, blah. That's the type of thought I want people to have.
Yeah.
I want people to have this like contagious, unrealistic, positive mental attitude.
Almost delusional.
Yeah. Delusional mental attitude.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell 50 cars here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make, $20,000 a month working at Inside Car Guys.
Those are usually the best salespeople because they're going to make it happen. They believe it can happen. If you believe it can happen, it can happen.
Dude, if I was a salesperson at my dealership, I'd sell 50 cars a month.
Yeah.
We got the leads. We got the cars. Let's go.
Yeah.
You can't tell me nothing.
Everyone that comes in is like, you guys got everything. You guys got so much inventory of different cars in price range. We can get you financed.
We got the best cars. And I mean that, I'm not being cocky. It's a privilege to buy a car from me. It is a privilege to buy a car here. You're not doing us a favor by buying a car. I mean, sure, you're helping support our vision, our dream. You're helping make our company a reality. And we're grateful for that. But to come in, I mean, dude, I love my business. I love my cars. I come in every day. I look at these cars. I'm like, man, I'd buy that car. I'd keep that car. If Inside Car Guys ended tomorrow and I had to pick out the top, like, oh man, it'd have to be at least like 10, 15 cars. I'd have at least 15 cars I'd want to keep. If you said, hey, Marcus, it's all over. Pick out any car you want and you can keep it. I'd probably take 20 of them. And say, I got to have that one. I got to have that one.
It'd be hard to choose.
That one's cool. The 95 Corolla wagon. I look at that every day. I'm like, man, I should just take it home. I don't want to sell it.
Yeah.
And that 83 Chevy Cavalier we had, I regret selling that one. Let's call those guys. You know who we sold it to? Some famous YouTubers, Curry and Cooper. That's a bad ideal.
Oh, yeah. That's a bad idea.
That's the name of their show. That's a bad ideal. It was a bad idea for us to sell that car, but they bought it. They liked the car, and then the guy made a movie. I think he sold it for $10 million at some film festival, but we let him borrow our Chevy Venture van. I think he used it in that movie.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
put fake blood in it.
Yeah. We let him borrow like a Venture. Oh, God. Where do you find those? You don't see those vans. Yeah. Chevy Venture van.
No.
You never see those.
Never see the car we sold him.
But he liked it. And he's like, dude, let me borrow that van. That's a cool van. And he put it in his movie and he sold his movie for $10 million because it had the Chevy Venture in it. No, that's not why. But maybe. But
from Inside Car Guys.
He bought an 83 Chevy Cavalier wagon. Let's call this guy and see if he still has it. I'll buy that car back from him. Yeah, Curry Barker. Yeah, and Cooper, forgot his last name.
Cooper Cup.
No,
I'm
it's
just kidding. That's the
Tens.
brand.
I forgot the name. But anyway, cool guys. And you know what's funny? I'm a big fan of their channel.
Oh, he's hysterical.
Dude, I watch their clips all the time, and it's so funny. They do great comedy.
Yeah.
And I was watching them, and then you're like, yeah, we sold the car to some famous YouTubers. I'm like, cool. Dude, when I found out it was them, I was like, holy shit, dude. I'm like, like, dude, you guys are like, I've watched your guys' channel a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Brendan knew who they were.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
did. Yeah,
he knew exactly who they were.
Yeah, I was like, this is so cool, man. We actually do a lot of famous social media people come in. They're famous on social media and they buy cars from us.
Yeah.
Not like a great amount, but it's some cool people, and they buy, and there's
More than I've
always
ever had
like
anywhere
cars.
else. Like,
Oh yeah.
way more.
We're like, wow, this person's this, or I forgot some. What's that? Austin McBroom, that guy came in and bought a car, and these all these people come in, and it's like, man, this is cool. It's like,
because we have cool cars also too.
Yeah, it is because of our cars.
That's what sets us apart. Is we have like the one of 200.
Dude, we've got over 100,000 followers. We probably get like 200,000 visits to our website a month or something, or 50,000 a month to our website. It's something crazy, but
Yeah.
it's like the same people that follow us, and they always come in. There's always these people coming in, and they're like, I'm a big fan of you guys. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, I follow you guys. What do you mean?
They follow the cars all the
They're
time.
like, we watch your website. We always look for what you got next coming in.
yeah. No, I get that all the time.
We got the coolest cars.
Yep. I can't even believe it half the time. I'm like, dude, you go through the website, I'm like, we got that. It's like a freaking all-star cast.
Dude, we got what's one of our favorite cars right now? The 1990 Nissan 300ZX.
Oh, that's the car I'd keep.
It's actually on the other company's website.
I know, but
we're
that's
gonna
the car
switch it.
I would keep.
That's the car. It's a stick shift.
That's
It's
the one
got
I still don't
80,000
wanna
miles.
sell.
It's a great car. And then I got a 94 Corvette that's like pretty and it looks good. It's blue. It's one of my favorite colors. And it drives great. It's clean. It's like, I love that car.
You're not the only one.
Yeah.
Like people have been trying to finance it.
Dude, that 1936 Ford Tudor, that thing is popular. That's the star of the show. I bought it from the guy who's selling it on consignment because I love that car. People would literally just come to my dealership when we were closed, take pictures of it, and post it on our Google My Business page or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, that's a cool car. We had we also do that trunk or treat every year.
Oh, that thing.
Everybody was taking pictures next to that car. It's like a popular car.
It drives good.
We got to get it up and
Yeah.
running, man. I want to drive it
Fuel
now that I
pump,
own it. I own the car now. I want to drive it.
I always tell people that. I was like, you put your car on consignment. If it doesn't end up selling, we'll just buy it.
It's a cool car. Yeah, we'll buy
Yeah.
it. The next one is that 84 GMC Sierra truck I want to buy. Johnny's got a cool truck his grandfather gave him.
1966 Ford.
That's a cool truck.
It's a really cool truck. They're on the tree.
Yeah. We got to do
Running,
something
drying.
with that, man.
I just got to do the shift linkage cable.
Yeah,
The engine's good.
something
We just
done
got to
with
do the
that.
shift
Yeah.
linkage cable. Got to put
Even our blocker truck, the 93 Ford F-150 or whatever.
Oh yeah, people
F-250.
keep trying to buy it.
Let's sell it. Yeah, we'll sell all the cars. They're here. But we keep a bunch of cool cars and we keep a bunch of commuters. Our most popular cars are like the Civics, the Prius, the Toyota Camrys, Lexus RX. We sell a lot of those cars because they're
RXs,
reliable cars and they're easy to sell. They're cheap. 10 grand. We're the king of cars under 10 grand.
Yeah.
We got the most cars under 10 grand.
All the customers that come in, I tell them like every car that we have here are cars that we would personally buy. Like we go through and hand pick them. That's why I fought so hard for that
Well,
truck.
I mean, they're like, I wouldn't buy the Hyundai Accent or the Nissan Versa.
But we don't buy those.
But we get those on trade.
Yeah, that's what I tell them. I was like, other than trade-ins that we have to buy,
Yeah.
I was like, most of the cars we're picking that we would drive and buy ourselves.
Yeah,
We feel good selling it to our friends or family members.
All right, guys, well, support us. Let's keep this vision going. Let's help us do some great things. Thank you, guys. I guess the way you guys could help support us, tell people about us. Who do you know wants to buy a car? Who do you know wants to sell a car? Think about it in Sidecar, guys. And then subscribe to our YouTube channel and our social media and help us out.
Be the 100th subscriber. Who's going to be the 100th subscriber?
Oh, I think we'll have that by the end of the day. Yeah, but anyway, guys, episode 11. Let's call it a wrap. Johnny,
Yep, let's go.
Any closing?
No, like us,
Oh,
subscribe.
what's the fifth? We never. It's your turn now. What's the fifth quality for our new salespeople?
Being punctual.
Nice.
They gotta be punctual. They gotta be on time. They gotta.
Okay, so I'll say this: not just being punctual, but being your word, keeping your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it.
Yeah.
If you say you're going to show up on time, show up on time. If you say you're going to call this customer back, call him back. If you say you're going to go park a car, go park the car. You know,
Yeah, that's the worst.
just keeping your word. So being your word. So what are they? Passion for cars,
Worth ethic,
work ethic.
and then willing to learn.
Yeah,
Or
like
willingness
caring
to
about
learn,
the company,
caring about it. Yeah.
positive mental attitude, and,
Yep.
and being your word. So those
Yep.
are the 5 main qualities we want in our next salespeople. So let's write this down, and then this is when we interview people. Let's
They got
use ChatGPT to do some sort of like
Yeah.
one of those
Mental
like,
mind game.
yeah, mental
Like-
mind game tests that works around and it doesn't actually. It's one of those like trick tests that sees if you have these qualities, but not by directly asking you if you have them. So it'll ask you like those multiple choice questions. Let's do that. Yeah, let's create like a one of those type of Briggs and Myers or whatever personality tests. Do you have the personality to be an inside car guy or girl?
Guy or gal. Inside car guy's guy or gal.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we got some work to do. And then, we're also hiring for service managers to help us grow the service side of the business. And we want people that want to grow with the business.
They want to be here in 10 years.
Yeah. Want to manage and get their own dealership. I'll give you a dealership if you prove yourself.
Oh, yeah. If you could run it and have it be
Yeah.
profitable.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, and think of us on your next car or your next car purchase. New car, used car, lease car, trade car, sell your car, whatever kind of car.
Sell a car,
classic
buy a car, be a
consignment.
car.
Yeah, we can convert you to a car.
Identify
Some wheels.
If you identify as
Yeah,
car,
you identify.
we
throw
believe
some
you.
Wheels, throw some axles on you, put a V8 in you. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and let's call it a wrap.
We're out.
We're back to work.
Yep.